All right, we're gonna run a quick little trade recap right here. Today's Friday, July 18th, 2025. We had a pretty good trade today. We had a little short down at these 4-hour fair value gap. So let's run it through really quick. Come back to right about market open here. So price opened, and whenever we opened for AM session, we actually created this bearish SMT on these internal highs, which actually happened to be external SMT with the London high. So this is actually London high right here on the inside, but since this swing was right before London, I'm counting this as the London high here because I go by swings, not by price levels. So this London high got SMT'd externally. So NQ had taken out some buy side level, moving sellers in. Then we had an external or an internal SMT on the New York open highs, which is a secondary confluence. So I knew we had 10 a.m. orange folder news, but it was FOMC news, so it's still going to be potential high volatility news. So I was waiting till 10 a.m. price open. So if we get to 10 a.m. price, so it's just 55, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then this 10 a.m. candle was obviously, as we saw, very volatile. We got a big wick up in here, and we got this low close under this 1 minute SIBI, right? So this 10 a.m. opening price actually SMT'd internal liquidity inside of our opening range as well. So we had two bearish SMTs in our range, both pushing for lower prices. We respected this inverse right here through this close. This 1 minute fair value gap, we are sort of respecting that. This 1 minute swing right here from the 10 a.m. open actually becomes a breaker because it created SMT and it took out some sort of buy side level on the opposing index. So I was looking for, they had a 4-hour fair value gap down here that was very obvious for the draw, right? This 4-hour fair value gap was extremely obvious. That's where I want to see price come to. So why do we do this here? So price created this 10 a.m. open, so I'm looking for some sort of expansion lower through these lows to confirm that we are running for lower prices, and then boom, this is what we get. We get a close through these equal lows, creating a fair value gap right here, which we can see, and even an inverse to this little 1 minute IFEG right in here. So we have disrespect on bullish PD arrays, respecting bearish PD arrays, creating a displacement through lows, which is a high probability of fair value gap, especially through an opposing PD array. 10 a.m. price too. This is our 10 a.m. wick. You can see that we had a manipulation higher to expand lower because remember, news is either distribution or manipulation. So this was obviously manipulation because we created SMT with it and we're in a bearish downtrend. So all these PD arrays are lining up. There's probably like 6 or 7 right here that are showing that we want bearish price. And then the obvious draw is higher time frame imbalances, which is the 4-hour fair value gap. So the reason why I got in on this large fair value gap and not this small one, I could have been patient, got a better RR right here for potential almost 2-to-1 instead of a 1-to-1, which I got. However, I am more focused on getting into the trade rather than getting the perfect trade, because this imbalance right here is a part of this imbalance. This becomes one fair value gap, not two fair value gaps stacked on top of each other. If there's fair value gaps stacked on top of each other, they just become one larger imbalance. It's how fair value gaps work. You can study it, backtest it. It's exactly how it works. So I was waiting for a price retrace back into this 1 minute SIBI. We are looking at opening price. We get very low. This is another equal low generation right at these lows where the fair value 4-hour fair value gap top is. So equal low generating. We get a candle back up into this price. Boom, I'm short right here. I got filled literally on the bottom of this fair value gap. And then I'm protecting this fair value gap high because it is above this inverse fair value gap. So realistically, price should not get any higher than the top of this fair value gap. All of this range is balanced, especially through here on this 1 minute inverse. Plus we have this breaker here now because price has created some sort of swing high with SMT. This is a breaker now. So there's a breaker with a fair value gap inside of it, which makes it extremely high probability fair value gap. So this is a perfect entry for me. I could have been a little bit more patient, waited for maybe to tap the breaker instead, but with how bearish we were, I didn't want to wait. So now we're tagged into this 1 minute short, 1.35 RR. Then we just pretty much sit here and allow price to accumulate. So I was going to go break even at these swing lows just because there's some very off chance the price will not tap this 4-hour fair value gap and will take out these break-even lows inside and then come higher. So there's always a chance. So you always want to go break even at the most recent swing lows. This is what we had. So we obviously chopped for a long time. Boom, break even was taken right there. I am break even on this trade. My stop is 1 tick in profit to account for spread. Then we pretty much just wait and boom, tagged out right there. The perfect trade. So easy 1.35 RR. Let me leave replay mode real quick and you guys can see my executions. Go. So yeah, execution right here. You can see build right here at this level, and we got out right at this candle. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully this was insightful. You drop a like and a comment, and please subscribe.